know where that going to line up.
Oh, I already have that position.
Thank you.
But it's, like I told the board, I'm trying not to determine what the new superintendent will look like. There will be a plan to look at, something to chew on, something to tear apart, something to adjust. Yes, there will be.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well,
Moving on to new business? Any new business?
It's an announcement I want to make. If that's considered new business. One of our board members has received a distinguished honor. She has been designated to receive the state NACP, I'll just say, educational leader state, and will be honored on September 10th, if I'm not mistaken. It's in my book, if I can find the place. Mrs. James Wilson,
Thank you.
has been so honored, and it is a distinguished honor to be recognized by the state of New Jersey, the NACP, for her work in fostering education across the line.
Thank you.
So, unfortunately, the information got to us late.
Yeah, I just got it myself. It's far. It's in Parsippany. I know you all will be with me in spirit.
Well, I'll be with you physically and spiritually.
Oh, that would be
Like I said, if I can find, you're worth taking the time to come up.
Well, I appreciate it. It is a nice honor.
If I can find it.
You know, so and I was quite surprised.
Well,
I spent a lot of time being a worker, so it's nice to know that someone notices every once in a while. So
that's a good organization to be noticed by. We congratulate you.
Thank you.
God willing, I'll be up there to represent Pennsauken, board and staff and kids.
Thank you.
Any other new business? At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to the business administrator, Mr. Oberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. If I could, the board would make a motion to approve items number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, and 13.
Motion to move the business administrator's report number 4 through 10, number 12 through 13.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the question.
Mr. O'Brien, we do have in the audience the representative from Waste Management, Mr. Larry Lapidus. It's a part of the interlocal services agreement with the township. If there were any questions that I was unable to answer last week for the board.
On the question, if anybody has any questions related to agenda item number 12,
Yes.
board member may ask that at this time.
I'm Mr. President. Cost. What position does that put the board in terms of cost?
What's going to happen, and I need to preface this so you understand it, and I do too, is as I went through many school districts, everybody, just for your records, my name is Larry Lapidus. I am employed by Waste Management of New Jersey. And what we are planning to do, and we're all talking about collaboration. I've heard it here. The same thing we need to have a collaborative relationship with whoever we work with. What you're going to do is you're going to squeeze and divert items that you're throwing out right now from your classrooms, which are recycled. So what's happening is probably about half of what you're taking to the landfill, you're paying $65 a ton for, when it could be recycled, not thrown out, not paid for. A conservative estimate will be in real dollars, just in what you save in landfill costs, will be about between $4,000 and $6,000 a year. what you're going to get besides that are people, the people that are picking it up as you do it internally are going to be picking it up less. So their time is going to be better utilized within the district, doing things that you need to do in the district, maintenance, instead of picking up recyclables or picking up trash. So you'll be saving the fuel, their dollars on top of what I just said to you. The other thing that comes into this is sometimes diligence is not rewarded. We all do things in our lives and we're diligent about it, but we don't always get rewarded. The nice thing about this is the more diligent you are, the more rewards you're going to get. The more you recycle and divert, the more money you save. On top of it, there'll be a partnership that we have with Pepsi, and each school will receive a computer and a scanner. The beauty of it is that, and I'm very excited about this because it's a new program. When the students have plastic bottles, they get scanned by the computer. This gets tallied up, it's our software. This product gets tallied up, and we pay Pepsi for the products that are being returned and not being thrown out. What the school gets is for every bottle that's brought in, there'll be points awarded to each of the schools. And the schools will be able to make purchases towards products and services because they will be generated points. Nationally, the school that recycles the most product per student, so it doesn't matter how small the school is, it could be the smallest school in the district. If they have an effective program where they bring in recyclables from home and generate more recyclables, the school nationally that does that the best, or generates the most recyclables, gets a $100,000 makeover reward. It's a win-win for the school district because we're teaching children to do things that you're teaching them in the classroom on sustainability. We will help train the staff. I will come in and do any assemblies that are required in the classroom. And I think you'll see immediate rewards in the program. And you'll be doing the things not just that are right, but that makes the school system more sustainable. And it's going to make everybody's job a lot easier, including us as custodial staff.
Thank you.
Did I answer? Good.
Yeah, you did. But I still wanted to know what would be the cost to the district to acquire this local shared services agreement. It sounds like a contract.
It is, and I believe the cost is somewhere around $1,500 per month.
That's what I wanted to know.
What's actually going to happen, though, is one of the other things that I mentioned the other week. Pennsauken has been receiving grant money from the state specifically to enhance, and it can only be used on enhanced recycling. By us cooperating in this program and going through, the funds that they're receiving will be used to offset the school board's cost for the cost of our tipping fees.
And enhanced recycling is a phrase for this whole single stream.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe utilizing the township instead of separating and be able to throw all your recyclables, plastic, metal, paper, into one container or into one bag. What I'm hopeful to see is that the district will change what we do. The classrooms are a recycling enterprise. They're a commodity. What you're throwing out there now is paper. So as we change and we go through this kind of process with your staff, you're going to see less trash being taken from here and more recycling. And I think there'll be a certain amount of pride in at least the green image of the school and the reality of actually saving money, real conversion of dollars, from burying it to now reaping the rewards from it. I'm hopeful to work with the district and I'm looking forward to that.
Mr. Oberg, I do have one question.
Yes.
If we've been receiving these grant monies for enhanced recycling, what have we been doing with them?
Township township. The school district does not receive it. That's
Okay.
why for this program to qualify, we enter into the shared services
Then we can
agreement.
receive the grant money.
Waste Management has an agreement with the township. By us coming in and bringing in the enhanced recycling, it enables the township to get these
Money.
funds, which they are, at this point, looking to help us offset our costs by the funds they're getting in.
Mr. Over,
Yes.
what do we pay per year for recycling now?
Right now, what we're paying are tipping fees for what we're doing, because that's the money that we're spending that's going to be saved. Right now, it's estimated we spend about $36,000 a year in tipping fees.
And what are we?
Actually, that's what we paid last year. And what this program is designed to do is take everything except for food products and styrofoam and force the recycling through the school, which would reduce, and our estimate is larger than yours in terms of the total dollars that we would save.
I don't think he heard your second question, which was.
What second question, I'm sorry?
Like
He
recycling.
said no food products and styrofoam.
Correct.
They're not.
You started to ask, what are you paying, what are we paying now for recycling?
For 36,000 a year.
No, $36,000 a year is what we're paying in tipping fees to take our trash over.
Okay.
I don't know how much we're paying currently for recycling. What this is predicated on is taking that $36,000 in tipping fees and reducing it by greater than 50%. So instead of us having to put out $36,000 a year, we're looking at reducing that to about $15,000 a year. But in terms of the credits that could possibly be available, we could actually net to zero.
And who are we paying tipping fees to right now?
The landfills that we take the waste to,
It's basically Pennsauken, sanitary, and
No, it would be, no, the landfill's not owned by Pennsauken.
I'm just thinking of the one on River Road down the street. That's the only.
Yeah, it does, but it's owned by the Pollution Control Finance
Yeah.
Authority.
Camden County.
Yes, I believe it's a separate authority, yes.
One other question, you had mentioned a partnership with Pepsi. So Pepsi would get the bottles of plastics that we use here, then recycle them back and reward us.
Let me backtrack on that and explain it. What happens is, Waste Management agrees to pay Pepsi for the plastic bottles that you collect here. The beauty of this is that we know that you're going to get a lot of response from children because there's a reward at the end of this for the schools. The beauty of the partnership with Pepsi is that as you need to increase your recycling, Pepsi pays for it. So if you needed to increase one time per week on the cans, that wouldn't be money that the district would pay. It's a true collaboration and partnership with what the district gets with a national entity like Pepsi that wants to reach out, and they currently recycle about 20% of their plastic bottles that they put out, and they want to get to 50%.